pulling one green guy to the left, one green guy to the right, and basically you tank all the golems separately from each other, and you face them against the wall. And yeah, there's 4 of them right there. So basically, we're gonna kind of tank them roughly where they're at. You just face them to the wall because they do like a kickback. Threat can be an issue on them. I'm not 100% if my memory remembers if there's a threat drop on them or not, but I guess we'll find out here in a second.
May not, unless we go slow.
Alright, so main tank today is going to be Neg8. Off tank primary is Danko. And then Jebediah is going to be our 3rd tank. And then Madness is going to be our 4th tank. So Madness, you just pick up square, basically. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You'll be fine as Fury.
Alright.
Alright, go ahead and pull.
We're just pushing it, right?
Yep, go tank them roughly where their spots are. So you're going to take Nipple back to its corner.
Online.
He's just falling over.
DM Cigar again, Scott.
Ooh, Necronite Garb. I need it for RP. Like it.
Generally, what we do is you do the next pulls, pulling them back into this room, so you can go ahead and start pulling those. You just tank them in those 2 front corners on either side of the door.
You want me to pull a 4-pack?
Just pull whatever is closest to the door.
Okay, pulling the one on the left.
And remember, it's frontal stuff, so make sure that it's facing towards the wall.
A lot of damage.
Slam dealt 3,700 physical.
That might have been a blow.
So, whoever was tanking in the doorway, that's not where you tank it at all. You gotta tank them on the sides.
Was that LOS or something?
If you tank them in the doorway, you're gonna get the raid killed, or at least a lot of people killed. Always pull them in and around the sides.
We should have DPS wait until they're positioned, because I think a bunch of us got knocked.
Here
Pulled
comes the few.
slimes. Slimes came too because people are running into the room.
Stay back, guys. Start running back after you kill these. Get the A-bombs to the side, so Neg pulls yours to the side, or you're gonna die in a second here.
I'm stunned.
Get the patchwork golems to the sides, and the slimes will be through the middle. Stay out of the middle. So no one go through the doorway. Stay back. I'm just gonna mark myself a star. Do not use star to mark anything, and stay near star if you don't know what you're doing.
Damn, these have a lot of health.
Alright, let's get reses out, and then let's get rebuffs on those guys.
Ump is 1,100, Fizz and other one's about 3,800.
So remember, you're staying back here. I don't want any DPS at the door. This next group, we generally are going to be fighting at where it's at, but I don't want to do that. I just want to have everything get pulled back to us for right now. And we just use this room and use the sides of the room.
Definitely let the tanks position first. They cleave, war stomp, and spit, so don't get yourself killed.
Incoming.
Faps work on the Suns?
The
Yep.
FAPs should.
Okay.
So tanks should be popping those each pull.
Diamond needs a tank. Diamond has no tank.
Is there any more pulls in there?
Nope.
Alright, be careful for the middle guys. Gravelous drops globs down in that center grate area from above every once in a while, and they do automatically aggro.
So just to be sure, the golems are the ones that stun, right? And the other ones are the ones that spit.
So on this one, we're going to be kiting this pack of slimes into the room, guys, and we're going to be kiting them around. So basically, watch where Star is. You pull them in this room, and we're going to kite them around this edge, and you got to stay away. If you go melee range of these, you automatically die because they have an AoE poison. Don't test that; you are going to die. We'll basically just take them around the room. So it's entire kiting thing. So mages, you'll probably be the ones that are going to be tanking the slimes, because you have the most damage. So when the slimes do come, we want to AoE the doorway. So basically, I don't want to go too close to it, but you'll just AoE the doorway with whatever you have, flame strikes, blizzards, and then you'll pull aggro on the slimes. Get ready to pull this Bretcher again.
Grob's about to spit some shit at us.
Yeah, let's wait and kill it once he drops it. So get a tank near the center grate.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
It comes out of his right hand, so he should just it should like load it up and then shoot it. Split them up once they drop, so pick them up. What's that ticking for?
300.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
They get bigger over time as they live. Alright, I'll pull this next room.
Yep, let's get the, hold on before you pull. Let's get the AoE set up, so mages and stuff get to where Star is, basically, and you're gonna drop your AoEs on the doorway, what we just pulled. Get AoEs down.
The mage pulled. Oops.
Don't be in melee range of these guys. We want them to be on the mages and pulling towards this way.
It's on a
They
warlock
have,
right now.
They have like no health.
Yeah, they die really fast. With like 10k health.
Yeah, you guys see Ho-Ho Joe got too close and automatically died.
Whopper's taking like maybe 25% of his health right now, which is a lot.
Yeah, I just noticed.
Yeah, one hit me. It was 4k damage.
Don't these respawn?
They do respawn, yeah, so that's why you have to kill them, you want to run through. And
You
you don't
said-
want them. You don't want them to get split like they did right there. That's why you want to have all the AoE on the doorway, so that way that they all hug the left-hand side of the doorway. Although that's a lot of rep there too, just for anyone who's not going to be exalted on the day of.
Son, what buffs do you want me to put on?
Might Wisdom. Remember, try to jump the green lava if you can. It lowers your stats by like 80% or something.
It's 50.
These next packs are really aids, so please pay attention.
There's two methods to do this next pull. Usually what people do is they pull the Retcher or the Belcher to this platform, and then they jump across. But I'm not sure how much of it's linked, but you can pull that. On the next pull, I believe it's the Monstrosities, the one that does the lightning damage, that needs to be focus fired down immediately.
Precast these, right?
Yeah, everyone get over on the left here, just jump across, and then let's get healed up. It does a arcane, or it does like a shaman lightning, whatever it's called.
Chain lightning.
A timer and all the warlocks and mages cast to the timer ends.
Yeah, it does chain lightning, and then also there's a totem that'll be dropped as well, and you guys gotta immediately kill totems because those will do a lot of damage. Like these packs will actually kill a lot of people in different people's guilds and stuff. Like when we're not fully buffed.
They're really fucking annoying.
You can do it to the Monstrosity. And the rest of it you can AoE though, like the assistants and stuff aren't going to do a lot of the mad scientists.
Do you know whether we should be shackling one?
No, no need to.
What
Get a
if you
DBM.
Can you get in range to precast? Yeah, you can.
You can, yeah. Get a DBM pull timer for 10 seconds and precast your long spells on skull casters.
3, 2, 1.
No, do it. Neg, don't do that.
Totems, 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 totems.
What was the other question? Say it again. Yeah, you want to stack them up.
And then level up holy water and stuff.
Yeah, you'll be able to use your holy waters and stuff here. But yeah, we have buffs right now, so the 50% is just like melting everything.
We're getting this first, but
pull the left group first.
I think you're actually supposed to do the abominations first. What I remember.
we're doing timer or no?
Well, whatever.
He fears.
Yeah. You can also stun all the little guys, including the surgical assistants, so that'll be good to use. We'll want to be using pally stuns on all surgical assistants.
Oh, look at that. They fucked up and didn't reset it.
So yeah, same thing for these guys. Pull the golems apart, tank them facing away from the raid.
Alright, pulling. And there's 5 of these packs, I believe.
Yeah, you want to kill them all. I'm pretty sure they're tied to Patrick, but I don't want to test that.
They
at all,
are.
so we'll just
They
kill
are.
them all.
They're all tied to him, yeah.
5, 4,
He pulled.
2, 1.
Are the mad scientists doing the chain lightning?
Surgical assistants.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That's
mind
That
flay.
seems pretty easy.
Belcher coming.
Or it does the mind flame, but the totem's the thing that you gotta kill because that's the one that does the AoE.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get the big pack next since the Spelcher is walking away. If we pull him, just have a tank pull off, please.
Can you interrupt that at all, or do you just have to deal with it?
You can. Oh, actually, he is immunized casting. You have to deal with what it looks like. I'll try a bop next one.
It looks like all these guys are immune to shackle.
Last big pack, when it is marked, I'll pull.
Frogger's coming up.
It's after patch.
Saying, see it.
Speaking of which, Patrick's coming. Make sure we don't get feared into him. Kill monstrosity quick. Dispel anyone who's feared.
Uh-oh.
Dispel. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
just
stay
stay
to the left.
Cast, move to your left.
Alright, one
Did-
last guy.
You shouldn't aggro up here at all, or else they didn't code him correctly.
Last guy before boss.
Alright, get everyone topped off. Let's get full mana. So the idea for this one is everyone should have a flask on. And what you do is if you're a melee and you're not one of the 3 main tanks, you click off your fortitude. Because this is all based off of health. So Patrick's going to do his attacks on the 3 highest health targets back to back to back to back. And so we just want to have the tanks as the only ones who are in melee range that are flasked and have stamina. And Zanza. So for sure when you're doing this with your guilds, don't use Zanza at the very beginning. That might change depending on the meta. And then also click off fortitude. You can leave it on, in my opinion, but if you want to, since it's PTR, you can click it off, and then just drink another one after the fight's over. Let me just make a quick macro for healers on this.
Yeah, I mean, casters don't need to click it off, obviously. It's just melee.
Yeah, where are we fighting him?
You fight him basically like right in front of where I'm at, over here.
Oh, my threat meter's been broken on the PTR, so if you see me go up too high, please just let me know.
And that can carry, right?
Yeah, it should be fine. So,
Yeah, we're not healing any melee DPS except for the tanks, right?
Correct.
Alright.
Threat Classic 2 works fine if anyone wants to.
using details. Okay. Yeah, you want to do it this way, right? Where you just pull in.
I want him pulled. So, like, say I'm Patchwork. I want Patchwork to be tanked, like, right here, and I want the tanks to be in front of me.
Yeah. Alright. Do you want the tanks to be in his face or behind him?
All in his face. All 3 tanks in his face.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that this bugged the whole thing. Yeah, every time we cast.
Yeah, I would wager that that's accurate. But also in vanilla, he actually did turn. So if you're not one of those healers that's listed, you're going to be free healing between the tanks. So you're just trying to help catch up the tanks if they get low. The other 3 healers, you do not leave your tank target.
Pulling.
Use your max rank heals.
Yeah, he's targeting the tanks with Hateful Strike each time.
Even know the time between the strike?
It's fast, like 0.8 or something.
Yeah. Close to a second.
Ning, move shift to your left slightly, so the cats are behind. It's HP based, so that's why you died.
Fats, move your pet behind the boss.
Yeah, definitely make sure pets are behind the boss, they're not parrying.
So does this mean I shouldn't flask either?
Yes, melee should always wait to flash till after Patchwork usually. But you can leave it on now. You should just click off Fort, like I said, unless you didn't.
I did. I had Fort clicked off and Spirit clicked off, and I had Flask on, like you said.
Most times melee will actually dip into the goo and like get low health because that way they'll never get it.
Yep.
I'm watching some of the melee do that. That's a smart thing to do.
There's the enrage.
Got one shot, man.
That's the 14k.
Yeah, so for that you want a shield wall, it looks like, for every single week on that.
Yeah.
How much did it hit you for?
14k during enrage.
Cool.
Ooh, look, all my gear dropped.
Big oof on that.
Going to Lord in 3, 2, 1.
To get closer to the goop so we don't have to run to get into it.
When those explode, they should do an AoE too, so they should kill people that are next to them, even if they're not the ones who touched it.
Pets do not make them explode. Wait, maybe they do. Maybe they do.
Pets definitely do.
I ran through like 4 and they didn't do anything. Then the 5th one blew up.
I just watched someone
really bad
walk
that.
face first into a slime.
Fail, Elmera.
How much do the slimes do?
It's like one shot, no matter what.
Yeah, it's just straight one shot.
Not hit it.
But thank you, Raspberry, for grabbing those people. Okay. For Grobulus's room, this is the second boss in the instance. This entire room is very slow, methodical pulling. Every single one of the mobs in this room does an AoE poison stacking debuff, so you have to split them up, or you likely wipe the raid. You can use poison elixirs here to take off the thing. So most guilds, I think, are just going to stack up on poison elixirs, and you don't have to worry about splitting them up at all, as long as you're pressing your poison elixir fast enough. I believe you cannot pull them through the gate here, so I think you have to actually go into Grabulus's room to fight all of these next ones. So we'll hop across the gate and let's get paladin buffs out again, make sure everyone has those.
We should try pulling them out.
I don't know if we'd actually ever pull them out, and like, because we were speedrunning, so it's just faster to go to them.
Okay.
But for this first pull, we'll pull Skull to the left, basically behind, let me mark myself again, star. Behind this door to our left, and then the right one you pull directly to the right of this door here, around the corner. So they're on each side, and that way that they can't be line of sight of each other. And then the DPS, you guys are basically, or range DPS, you're basically going to be like, watch your minimap out. You're basically like 20 feet out in front of where we're at, and you should be able to hit both of them from left and right. Let me have Reza go right to heal, I'll go left to heal, and the other healers just heal everyone. I want all druids, all resto druids on dispel duty, along with Polly. So Polly B, I want you to be on dispel duty too, as the one paladin. Alright, go ahead and pull the first group. If you brought your poison elixirs, use those too, please.
The NPC.
Did you say them where they are? Or
No, you
pull them back.
take the skull right where I'm over here, behind this wall.
Alright. Then X, where?
And then X is on the other side of the doorway in the same spot. Get X positioned.
Further?
Around the other side, no, by the doorway we're just in. So like around the alcove.
He's stunned, so we could just stun knock him to death.
Yeah,
And he
we'll
can be
try
interrupted,
that
it
out.
looks like.
And they can be kicked? Holy shit.
Yeah, what the hell?
So Ash, when
So,
Yeah, there.
you want
yeah.
to. Yep. So for this next one, generally what you do is you pull them all the way to the right-hand side for one of them, but these look pretty easy. So we're just gonna take Skull where he's at, and then pull X back to these barrels, and we'll just kill.
Do you want
him
to
as
sound
the
like?
drug after he kills.
Do you want to sound like a road to each to kick in case they start casting while moving?
Yes.
Works, yeah.
Just put a rogue on X. Ill, if you can go do it.
I don't remember these being hodgeable at all.
They're
so
definitely stunnable.
I just hodged it, yeah. So I don't know if that's actually gonna get changed or not.
Grobby,
Grob's coming down.
Yeah.
Yep, he walks all the way to the center of the room, so you always have to hug the edges. You have to be behind the grate.
Pull it or no?
No, you have to do the other trash.
I meant the trash. Getting at it.
They'll social him, I think.
So again, for the trash, generally, I'm assuming that these are bugged, so they're gonna fix these. So what you're gonna be doing for this next trash pull, the three of them, is you pull two of them to the right-hand side over here. You basically pull one behind this alcove corner where Star is, if you guys can see where I'm jumping up and down. And you pull another one on the other side by these boxes, and then you have a small group over here of like your resto druid and like two paladins, healing in the tanks and dispelling over in there. And you kill the third one basically in the center of the room.
Do they have a range on their spit, or does it have to be line of sighted? Like, can you tank one over where they are and then pull the other ones over here and not have to worry about getting it across the room?
The range of it should be 30 yards, but
Okay.
I don't. So you really can't you can't range it, but you can line of sight it. So you can actually, some of the pulls you'll see, like you see where Star is, they'll tank one right behind this pillar right here, and then that way you can actually DPS as a melee from around the pillar side, and you don't take any damage at all because you don't get spit on.
I think we should test the spit damage at least once.
That's right, yeah. So let's kill Skull and X and leave Square alive. So let's have Trixie. I want you just to kite Square around the room while once Grobulus leaves, obviously, and then we'll kill Skull basically where they stand.
If the spit is, it depends how fast he is. I might not be able to kite it if the spit goes off and hits me, but we'll see.
Yeah, just try to do it. And then when we do Grobulus, we're going to be pulling him down that ramp where he's walking up right now, and then we're going to kite him around the outside of the room and basically
Alright.
square.
Pulling.
Yep.
Pick up the other two, please.
Do not kill square guys, kill the other two. And don't leave the room. Or actually, yeah, Trixie, run him towards Patchwork and see if he actually runs the doorway.
Okay. He's coming.
He definitely does run through.
I'm gonna have to feign here. He's gonna
Feign.
catch me.
Yep, okay.
Oh.
You did.
How much did the spit
that's
hit?
Alright, do not kill. Do not kill this one, guys. Do not kill. Just take the first spit. Do not kill him. You can just put Sunders up, but no damage. There's a spit. Okay, now kill him.
1k every 5?
Damage at all.
Or no? 1k on contact, 500 tick.
Oh, that knockup.
So wait, if you can pull him out, does that mean you could have a hunter like pull the far right one, kite it outside to line of sight the raid with a spit?
No, he
And then-
runs too fast.
Okay.
He's faster than move speed and cheetah. So you can only kite him to about 20 yards outside the room, and then he'll catch you. But just testing spit there. He also does not. His knockup and melee and spit can all group together.
So just have 3 tanks then?
Yeah.
Just use 3 things, yeah. I'm gonna show you guys basically like what the stereotypical Grobulus is. You generally start the pull when he's like right here where Star is, and no one's up here obviously with him. You're gonna wait till he hits bottom of the ramp. As soon as he hits bottom of the ramp here, this is where you engage Grobulus, and then the tank's gonna be tanking him around this wall here, and then basically he follows this path. If you're in front of Grobulus while he does his spit, it's gonna create like 40 little guys that you have to kill. So don't be in front of Grobulus ever as a DPS or off tank. Just the main tank needs to be in front. If you get the main poison, we're gonna call your name. Do not dispel. No one dispel in this fight except for Sagara. I'm gonna be the only person dispelling.
He's coming down.
Yeah, that's fine. You can pull him.
I need pally buffs. Trixie.
That's fine. Type it. I need to explain this. So his ability is it does a giant AoE cleanse nova, and what it does is it expands slowly over the raid time. So if you fuck up where you place the novas, you're gonna not leave yourself enough room. So you drop the first 2 or 3 on the ramp here. Wrong side, Neg.
It's
Oh, okay.
It
This is
worked
how we
out
used
with
to
it.
do it.
That's fine. I just explained it to him the other way though. Remember, you gotta be behind him if you're a melee. And melee when it spawns the
Really way too much.
when he spawns the babies, you gotta move. So someone just dropped one in the raid group here, so I'm not sure who it was.
This Kerf.
Whips, you're about to die.
People don't have DBM, that's why they're not seeing it. I think.
range. You need to take out these slimes.
It's on you. Oh, you just dropped it.
It's on Scythe. He went out. Don't come back in, Scythe. Okay, you dropped it. It's on Druid.
It's on
or
Shanna.
Shantae.
There, dropped it off you, Shanna. You can move it. I can cleanse you. It's on Colm. Perfect. Yeah. All right, cleansed you, Colm. You can move out. And you just drop it inside where the other ones are. So this guy should be, he's extremely easy in vanilla, and he should be really easy for classic too. As long as you drop those poison novas, you see them, they keep expanding, even after he's dead.
1300 per tick on those. Yeah, it ticks really fast too.
So you want to use the other side of the room, right? Over here by these maggots.
Yeah, the left side.
Oh, damn.
It's nature damage, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to run through until it's gone, usually, if we're not being impatient.
This one really fast because I'm about to get eaten by the slime stuff. For this next part, as soon as you enter the pipes, it should aggro Gluth, so do not enter the pipes because you start taking damage as soon as you do. Just get in front of the pipe, and then we'll get everyone.
People are falling and running through the mini slime room and pulling them. And the big slimes are now being pulled too.
Yeah, you guys are gonna 100% die if you do that. So if you don't know what you're doing, you gotta always follow someone who does, and if you don't,
I mean, if
just
you
always
fall,
follow.
die, because right now we're stuck in combat because of the big oozes, and now they're
Well,
Die.
someone also just jumped in though.
That's fine, just die. So Whip's Blast, die, Cast, die, Wild Wisdom, die, Almera, die. And we'll summon you guys back up when you run back.
I'm in combat too now.
Yeah, I think we're all in combat now.
Yeah, it's because people
Also,
fell down.
they're still alive, so they just need to die.
That won't do anything if it's raid-wide combat, though.
I think we went into combat when someone jumped in the tunnel.
No, it was before that. People fell down and got aggroed on all the stuff and are trying to run back.
Here, just quick comms. Trixie, hop on the. Everyone get on the pipe and just stay on the pipe, and as soon as those guys all die, like
they just died. It looks like. Yeah. Combat just dropped.
Reset them.
So I think it resets after a certain point. I'm in Grabulus's room.
Are you in combat?
Oh.
Alright, head back up to the pipe and let's get these guys summoned back up to us. So this fight is the easiest to have a druid tank for it, because what the druid can do is they can actually they can take off salve and all that kind of stuff, and they can heal themselves while they're in the pipe here, and they can heal everyone else, and it actually generates threat on them. So that's the best one to start with, but we're just going to go with the regular warrior tank for today, because that's going to be most people's experience.
I think I need Fear Ward, right?
Yes, you need Fear Ward, yes. For the back grates, do I have any mages who have experience doing the back grates at all? And warlocks, pay attention to people who need summons and get those guys summoned, please. Alright, so I want critical miss, and I want fats on the left grate when we enter, so it'll be on your left-hand side. Your guys' job is just as the hunter, you drop traps, and then you shoot the undead things. You're just going to be kiting them around. And critical is just going to be using Cone of Cold and Frost Nova and doing the same thing, kiting those guys around in a circle. What way Gluth does is if any of the zombies reach Gluth, he will eat them, and I believe that each zombie heals him for 25% of his life, or it could be 5%, but it's something like that. Gluth does a thing called Decimate, I believe is the name of it, if I recall correctly, and it does 99% of all your health is immediately taken off you. So everyone goes to 1% health, and so you immediately have to heal the tank, or they die. And then also, if you're a melee, you definitely want to make sure that you're not like in any kind of area where you're going to take damage, because you'll instantly die if you do that. When he does do the Decimate, what happens is, yeah, stop taking damage because you guys are going to enter combat. When he enters, when he hits the Decimate, it does the same damage to all the zombies too. So that's when you actually can kill the zombies, because they're extremely hard to kill until they get decimated. And generally, the speed for us should be 1 Decimate probably with all the buffs. Most guilds are going to see 2 Decimates when they kill this fight. And so it's basically just a rotation. And then you use the, there's a stacking debuff on the tank, so you do have to use 2 tanks here. You generally tank Gluth near the door that leads to Thaddeus's room. And you can either tank him on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, but you need to pick one of the sides of the tank. So which side do you want to tank him on, Nick?
To the door?
Yep.
Or, yeah.
So, which grate am I on again? Left or right?
Critical mass and fats are on the left.
Okay.
And then I want Rambot and I want Lord on right grade. So if you can type the right grade out in raid chat, so I know you guys know your sign. So that's Rambot and Lord. Perfect. Yeah. So just you guys are just kiting the those guys and keeping them off the healers, basically. If any of them are getting close to the boss, I need KRF, Bloom, and Boomer. I need you guys to be novaing the zombies when they start heading towards Gluth, because we can't let them get to him. And that's also why you tank Gluth near the door, so it gives the most amount of room between the zombies and him. And yeah, you guys will need to be paying attention for tranking as well. So just as you're kiting through, Trixie's going to call it out and just drop your trap or whatever. Get ready for a trank, and then go back to trapping and everything. Double check paladin buffs real quick, and then we should be good to go.
How does Power Word Shield work with Decimate?
Power Word Shield, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So like it just works. What if we apply it beforehand? Does it just give him more health, or just go through it? And
It
put
should
him
just
at
stay
5?
on. It should stay on. The shield shouldn't be affected at all by it, so it should still be a full shield. So I'd say
Okay,
test with
perfect.
both. So for this fight, I want Reza. You're gonna be healing Danko. You're not gonna leave Danko at all. I'm on Neg. I'm not gonna leave Neg. Paulie, you're gonna be spot healing along with everyone else. Everyone else is spot healing, and I want Faith and Almera. You two are gonna be on Neg as well. All right, Neg, on you.
3 kings.
Kings unlock everyone.
As soon as we get kings.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Going.
Watch the hole in the
Stay to
left.
the right. Stay on the right hand side, guys, where Star is. And remember, anything you're doing in this tunnel is aggro on Gluth, or should be.
You don't get dazed if you have Cheetah on in here, so you can use Pack. I don't know if that's a bug or not.
Okay.
Fat's next. There's no warning on DBM.
Going to the door, Ash.
Fat
Here.
strength. Fat strength.
Need you for ward.
Rambo next.
Yeah, whoever was fear warding Neg, stay on Neg with fear ward the entire fight.
Rambo Trink. Rambo Trink. I'm next.
You gotta get him facing east-west. It's like the door is north. You want him like basically flat against the door.
Fat's
Hey,
next.
you won't move any
Zombies are
further
coming.
than this.
Should we
Give-
stop
give
DPS?
zombies. Fat's go.
I got 6 seconds on fear.
Should we
You
stop
don't get
DPS
zombie.
and see decimate?
It should decimate. There, he just ate a zombie. See how much it heals him for. Looked like it did not heal him actually.
Yeah, I
Some
think
go-
he healed
Go
5%.
Yeah, 5%.
He hit for
sounds right.
5%, yeah.
Decimate in 30. Yeah, we just killed him too fast.
Wow. So yeah, it looks like you'll probably not ever see decimate.
Well, sick.
Kill the anything that's still alive. Okay, we're there, dead.
I mean, most people here still have their full world buffs plus the instance buff.
You're gonna want to pull these two caster packs to the left and right because people will aggro them.
Like a bunch of warriors.
I need to.
Okay, like
Sure.
that's definitely like this buff.
Nice roll, Danko.
Thanks, dude.
We always had people pull that shit.
Easy.
It's a Neg if you want.
Yeah.
Give it Trixie because that's a high roll.
This fight has so much nostalgia for me.
Yeah, this is the fight.
Dismiss pets, hunters.
So for healers, I'm just gonna do the groups by odd and even. Let me swap my.
How do you test and make sure everyone has DBM? Because that's gonna be something we really need to have people to have on this.
Just watch their debuffs if they don't have it.
That will not happen.
All right, so if you're a even group healer, I want you on the right hand side. So go stand by the ramp. If you're an odd group healer, I want you to head over to where Star's heading to the left of the ramp and just be standing in front of it. So I should have Sagara, Colm, Druid, and Shanna on the left. Let's go, guys. So for this fight, there's these two guys here. You see them. It's just Fuegan and whatever the Stalag or whatever his name is. Stalag, yeah. And you basically have a split fight here. So half the raid's on left, half the raid's on right. One of them can only be DPS by melee. One can only be DPS by casters. So just like twins. And then what happens is the tanks actually get thrown across the platform to the other side. So there'll be a small like timing where the tanks are swapping. So just be aware that we don't know what's going to happen. They might actually attack the next highest threat person. So if you're the next highest threat, throw a shield on if you're a warrior. If you are a tank and you're tanking us, so Neg is going to be on left. Danko, let's have you on right. Be tanking pretty close to the edge where they are going to throw you to, because if you're too far to the back, the throw will throw you directly into the acid and you won't make it to the other side. And then we'll
Alright, we have about 10 people who don't have DBM right now. So we need them to install it for this.
Or they just have a look at their debuff.
We can just call it.
Yeah, all you have to do is look at the debuff.
Yep. Once we kill Fuegan and Stalag, they need to be killed at the exact same time, roughly. I'm not sure what the leeway is going to be. If you don't kill them at the same time, after like 10 seconds or whatever it is, those Tesla coils will res them back to full health. But once we do kill them both, they're both dead. It's going to start awakening Thaddeus. So what our goal is going to be is we're going to jump to his platform over there. And then I want everyone to follow Star, and they're just going to meet up on me right in the center. And we're going to be DPSing him from the center. But remember, his aggro range is whoever's closest to him is going to be who he attacks first. So melee, just be in like where the range group is until Neg gets aggro on him. Then you can move in. It's about 10 seconds, 15 seconds before he does his first mark. But what it does, he does something called polarity shift. So everyone's going to get a mark of either a positive or a negative. We're going to take positives to the right-hand side facing him, negatives to the left-hand side. So if you get a positive mark, which is blue, you go to the right. If you get a negative, which is a red mark, you go to the left. And you need to, we're going to have people marked. Well, we're not going to use people marked up. But when you go to your sides, you need to be, if you're a melee, you got to be max melee range. Because what happens, he does an AoE as well. It's spread out between damage for everyone who's over on that side. And also, everyone gets a buff for however many positive or negative are stacking on you. So you need to be closely stacked to get that buff. And it does like, I forget the percentage damage, but you can do like 40,000 DPS on this fight.
And mages, I believe, the ignite double dips. So
You get 2% damage for each of the same polarity next to you. So it'll be a lot.
Hey, which boss takes caster damage and which one doesn't?
That's right. I don't 100% remember. I think the right side is caster, left side's melee. Someone correct me.
I think, isn't it left side caster, right side?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's left.
It's reverse.
Alright, so
It's immune to melee.
Stalag, you guys head over here. Casters to the left.
Wait, how does a tank him if he's like only magic damage?
Actually, I'm not sure exactly what the how much damage do. I thought one of them was reduced damage. Is that wrong? That's not reduced damage at all?
I don't know how it works.
Warlock tank.
But no, you use warriors. They can easily hold threat.
Good.
Or whatever.
Right,
So head over. Let's have all the casters over on the left-hand side. Let's actually bring everyone in group 5. Let's have you guys come over to the left-hand side too. We can test it.
The people with that DBM I posted in Discord, so if they fuck it up, then we'll know why.
So let me have Yonder, Poana, Madness, and BDK. Let's have you on left side if you haven't moved over yet. And actually, Trixie, let me have you left side too, just so we can see how it affects Hunter on the left side. Because if you could outrange it, that'd be dope.
So make sure we're calling it too. Don't kill them at the wrong time.
Yeah, and also you guys need to you just run up the same exact time, just like twins, so nothing gets fucked up. So tanks need to be mirroring each other.
And if you don't make the jump and the polarity goes out, you cannot jump in until there's a shift, and then you have to go to your right side. So don't jump in and fuck everyone.
Neg, you're supposed to be on left side. Head over here.
Oh, okay.
Anko's gonna be primary tank on right side. Alright, so on Danko and on Neg.
TBM pool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pulling.
Make sure we're checking their health too. If one side's going way more ham than the other, we don't want to kill them too early.
Your caster on Stalag side, find Star. Be on Star.
Magnetic pull in 5.
Be a tank swap soon.
Melee side's dying faster.
Stalag's like half.
You can just call, just
Fugan's 35. He's getting murdered.
Don't slow down on him then. Slow down on Fugan.
Snidely 30.
Okay, they're good now.
Catching up.
Alright, go.
Shield Ash.
Yeah, they're good now.
Stalley's dead.
Killed him. Alright, make guys.
I gave you pack if you're my
Oh, Trixie fell.
Haha.
Hey, listen, Thunder, come on, guys. If you fall down, run back and jump again. Head to where Star is.
Go in the middle.
Remember, clear comms. Left side is negative, right side's positive. Oh, you guys moved him. You gotta stand next to him when he spawns.
Yeah, Hunter still off. Just melee this.
This is a good GMPP fight. Blue right, red left. Blue right.
Nope. Fail.
What?
See who did the damage? Oh.
Just keep going. We can. This is like we need people to see it. Also, you guys need to be grouped up more on each side.
On Star, guys. Here comes a shift. If your swaps, you swap sides. Run straight through the tank.
Oh, combat log tells me who did it.
Yep.
Stop moving. Stop moving him.
He's on other. There's no tank. I don't think this has him.
No tank left.
Clifton's got it.
Who hit it, Evan?
Kerf, Wild Wisdom, Spenex, Ho Ho Ho, and Ass Diff Boy, whatever.
Those were all the people that don't have DBM.
Shifting.
Wait, I think DBM didn't even tell me that.
But you don't even need DBM. It's literally a huge button on your debuff.
Hit what though?
So that chain lightning hits really fucking hard.
Yep. Run back, guys. Once you die.
That's what the nature pots are for.
I was in the right spot.
If you guys
reset him.
Evan tried
Jump off, see if you can reset him.
keep him out. Was
You're cutting out.
Should always go on.
keep talking. Yeah, see if you can reset him if you guys want, guys. Otherwise, release, run back. Evan, go ahead and type out who did the damage to everyone, and then
I threw it in Discord. Do you want names in chat too?
yeah, let me grab those.
We can't.
Evan said are the same for me.
You
I
can't
typed it out.
Alright, perfect. So you guys who actually hit us, you guys gonna make sure you're paying attention. If anyone hits twice in a row, I'm probably just gonna remove you from the raid because we want to make sure it gets done.
I mean, yeah, we could do this with 30 people. Just pay attention.
So it's really important that you guys are paying attention, not killing the rest of the raid. If it's just one person who fucks up, it just does a damage burst and it shouldn't kill anyone, even with a chain lightning overlaying it. But if multiple people do it, it does an entire wipe of a side, which is what happened with us there, where multiple people messed up. So the melee is a huge aggro range. The melee need to be at max melee range, which the melee was not doing.
Yeah, melee were killing people because they were not at max range there. That's why some of the melee set it off.
We swap. So always run on the right hand side when we swap.
If your polarity shifts at all, then you run straight through the tank to the other side.
You don't
have
have
like
time
a good
to do
window
it.
of like 5 or 6 seconds before the first like
Yep.
the damage comes out.
I'm gonna be marked the entire time as Star, so if you're on Star's side, just stack on Star, and that way you'll never have any issues. And we'll do a couple other markers on people who know what they're doing. Like I'll put a marker on Evan too.
Is the damage from the polarity tied to the polarity shift, or is it possible to happen like really close to the polarity shift?
No, it
It
just does
pulses, right?
Yeah, it does a pulse.
So during the polarity shift, like when it changes, we're running right through the middle with the tanks. Like, what if like we all take damage?
You have 5 seconds between the shift happening and the pulse going out, so you have 5 seconds to get to your side.
Exactly. Yeah, you have time.
Okay, cool.
So as long as you're moving, as soon as you get the debuff, you're fine, and there's no way you're gonna hurt anybody. If you're late, then you're gonna kill people.
So this entire fight is based around the concept that opposites attract. In this case, you attract the lightning.
You ran right into a whopper.
Dude, I don't know what happened. I swear I dodged it.
I love watching people on.
No, Wolverine, just blame spell batching. People will believe you.
Yeah, true.
I rezzed you, so you should be able to accept that.
I got a delay. Thank you.
Also, pro tip: if you want to fuck with your guildies, snowballs can knock people down in Frogger and kill them in the Frogger.
Why would you tell them?
Oh, dude, I've been saving them for this.
No, Shauna, stay the fuck away from me.
We both know, like, if me and Petito are in the same raid, we're doing it to each other.
So definitely,
Snowball and Thaddeus, so they can't swap sides.
Yeah, don't tell your friends, but pack some snowballs and have some fun with them later.
You should not have released this information.
Once we get back to Thaddeus' room, be like in the center part so we can get buffs out. And once buffs are out, then we can split up again and do the same sides. I actually liked having group 5 on left. And Trixie, did you get mana print at all?
There's a pet. Someone gold.
Someone just pulled Pat.
Just die. Don't. Everyone stay back. Stay back in boost rooms. No, stay back in boost room. There's only like 5 people there, Nick. You're gonna die.
He probably is already in combat.
Stay in boost room if you're not in
I'm
combat.
in combat.
Then just die.
Wait, where does that lead to?
Spider and Death Nightwing.
Oh, why did I pop GMPP right there?
Yeah, once you get out of the tunnel, then you can pop GMPP.
Did we notice like any reason to have the melee and casters like split up?
Yes, he has a mana burn.
But it didn't look like it was actually going off though. Did it? Actually
It burned my mana.
Okay.
What does Stalagg do though? Does it do anything?
Fairbout
If
tank
we
is
have
doing
like a billion melee and like not very many casters, then we should definitely have melee on that.
Yeah. How much was the mana burn for, Trixie?
1500.
Did it actually hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
How hard does the melee stomp hit for?
It didn't seem like it was doing more than 20% of people's lives.
Does it
Healing
stun? Does it stun on one of the sides? It didn't stun on the right side initially.
I don't think I saw any stuns.
That's really easy then.
After the swap, DPS is fine though. Having just group 5 moved over, so I think we'll just do the same thing. I don't see a reason to swap. All right, let's get buffs out. People are up. Golden, go ahead and log back on. And get summons on Danae and okay, Golden's here, never mind.
Did anyone notice if combat dropped after the first 2?
Didn't.
Don't think so.
So same thing, let's have Yonder, Poana, or Poankus, Madness, and BDK on the left hand side.
Three Kings Pallies.
Yeah, just did. Oh, what the heck? So we'll do the same exact stuff. Good job with tank spots, Neg and Ash. Those you guys both got thrown across. That was good.
Like the melee should be basically with the ranged on each side. So part of the problem there was that the melee was on the boss's ass, so the negative and positives for the melee were hitting each other.
Yeah, you can be, if you stand on star, if you're on star side, you're going to be just fine. Same with standing on nipple side. If we're on the same side, just stand on both of us. Alright, waiting for Faith and to head over to his side, then we can go ahead and start.
Pop a Greater Nature if you have one, by the way.
Yep, Greater Natures are the drink of choice in this fight. Alright, on the tanks.
DBM pull out.
Tank should be on top of where he awakens Danae. Everyone else should be on star, which should be right in front of him.
Yep. And it just should be Neg and Danko, that's the only two that should be on him.
Make sure your pets are dismissed.
Got stopped in the middle of that.
Stalag's behind, so try to hurry up on him.
We'll catch up when they get the swap.
Lord, you want to lip?
Did you not
Lip,
get
Lord?
up to the edge, Ash? Oh no, you did get thrown. Weird.
Where are we at?
The same. Push
Pretty
up.
good.
Yeah, 5.
Alright, make the jump again, same thing.
Thanks, be on top of him.
Should I be behind him or in front?
Right there is fine, just don't move.
Okay. He's probably going to shoot the lip.
Alright, remember guys. Blue, right, left, red.
Save your cooldowns till we all get polarities. There it goes.
Get ready to move.
Max melee or range melee?
Melee, you should be able to get back to where Star is and still hit him.
Not that far, but close.
Close,
Circle.
yeah. Blancus, back up a little bit.
There goes the ignite.
Polarity shift coming.
Remember, if you shift, you're running through the boss's legs to the other side.
Polarity
Here comes the
shift. Go.
If you swapped yours, you gotta swap sides.
Someone's on the wrong
Very nice.
side.
That's fine. Get everyone topped off. Let's get lots of renews out.
How hard is he hit?
I don't know. It's a huge gap in healing.
Oh,
Polarity
yeah,
shift.
okay. Dark runes
Shift.
and demonic runes get affected by the buff.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I just took like almost 4k damage from a dark rune.
Keep going. One more shift.
That's good to know.
Everybody's dead. GG. Stay away from each other. Do not go to the boss. Do not go to the boss. Do not go to the boss.
Yep. Stay away or else you bomb everyone. Just spread out. Let me grab the loot though. I can start rolling it out.
I just wanted to like it.
Ooh, the mage freaking trinket.
Alright, congrats Mo.
Where does this portal go?
Back to the beginning, but don't take it till this debuff is gone.
Yeah, thanks for coming guys. That was dope to see that. We got to see all the mechanics too of the bosses, except for Decimate, so that was nice. But based on that timer, I literally...
What the?
Okay.
Jesus.
Why would you do that?
Who did it? My Kamalak. Oh.
Wait, all the positive charges hit me. What? I was
Yeah.
positive.
Wait. I got hit by all the negative
So when
charges
it goes
too.
out,
So that was actually
That's
a bug.
Yeah.
That's gotta
Yeah,
be a
report
bug.
that.
the bug.
I had 5 positive charges hit me while I was positive.
Yeah, report
Yeah,
that.
same here. So it must be like when it expires, it does its damage.
Yeah, that's an error. It's point specific. It's
Oh
different
no,
trigger.
I know what's happening. It's batching when the debuff falls off. Some of us didn't have a debuff still. And some
If
of
you
us
hearth,
did.
I wonder if it'll kill everyone.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I want to try that.
Is that actually batching?
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
the gap between when buffs fall off and people still have buffs, right? Like some of us still because
Yeah.
of batching
So the
had
problem,
buffs.
So,
if you look at the timing, the buffs fall off of some people first who didn't get renewed, and then they killed everyone else. So, Spend, Raspberry, Poan, and Madness, and Ferlina, they all killed everyone because their buffs wore off or debuffs wore off first.
Take that information back to your guilds at the back.
Wait, no, I got killed by a Calm Priest, Cass, and Golden Boy.
Yeah, so it's when it was wearing off on people. So that's not like no one was moving because I looked at it and we were all killed by our own charges. So I had negative and negatives killed me, and I think it's the same for everybody else.
I lived. Smile.
Smile.
So that's make sure you guys hit the bug button and report that Thaddeus's charges are killing people with the same charge after the boss dies and the debuff wears off. That's actually going to be so fucking awful if it's not fixed.
Oh, if that's not fixed, we're screwed.
You have to spread out like really well.
You'd have to. What's the range for the charge? Isn't it like 20 yards?
It's about 10-15 yards.
So you'd have to have everyone 15 yards away from each other.
You can eat like 2, but you can't eat more than that.
Jesus. All right. Well, that was fun.
GG.
Yep. This one first generally is going to be what we did on private servers and what I did in vanilla, and likely what we'll do here, mostly because it's 4 bosses, and Patrick actually you do need a lot of life on. You saw it hit him for 14,000 damage, and Thaddeus you want a lot of buffed people because you can burn them down really fast. And again, it's 4 bosses, so you just plow through this, and there's not a lot of trash that's going to kill people at all. So you're not going to lose. You can clear through here in like most guilds can probably clear through in like 20 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes, and then you immediately move on to generally Plague Wing next, because Noth's a cakewalk, no one will die on that fight, and then you just, because if you get to Lotheb with those same buffs, and you clear 2 full wings, then you clear Thaddeus and Lotheb with buffs, and then if you have anything left, you go probably, I don't know, we'll see what the next 2 are. Spider's the easiest wing to clear, so.
Yeah, I usually do it Spider last, and if 4 Horsemen isn't so much a world buff fight as much of it is a healers rotating correctly fight, so it's something you don't really need stuff for, but Thaddeus and not Thaddeus, Patchwork and Lotheb you definitely do.
Yeah, and also the trash on Spider Wings, a lot more dangerous in other spots. The same with the horses on the other wing are going to be dangerous too. In Gothic, you're going to lose some people on here and there. So you kind of look at it like that way too. Is what wings are going to have the most chance of having people die, and try to avoid those first. Like Heigan's kind of a death trap, but people should, like, if the batching wasn't affecting me at least at all, so it should be fine for most.
Whips, that might be affected by the buff, not the buff we had, not the Thaddeus one.
Oh, like, you mean the Naxx buff?
Yeah, because it's 50% increased healing. Or is that a damage thing?
It's a damage thing. I think so. Thaddeus.
Okay, yeah, then you're probably right. That's crazy.
So you just probably don't want to Dark Rune on that fight once they want to die. It would crit for like over 4K.
And we'll have someone post the logs in general again, and I'll pin those so you guys can come back to review them.
Yeah, I'll upload them now.
I would really like to see how my health compared to everyone else when I got gibbed on Patchwork. If someone in the logs could find that.
Shadow bolts on PTR almost hit like as hard as they do on live, just because of no shadows and weaving. Feels bad, man.
Dude, I had an ignite tick for 51k. That was fucking crazy.